Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chase, Ever Bullish, the Stock Sherpa, the YouTube portfolio manager. Today's going to be an educational video. It's Friday, 4th of July, Independence weekend. I'm not going to hit you guys with too much. I just want to teach. I just in the giving mood. I hope somebody's out on the golf course because I'm rocking the visor due to my bedhead hair. Plus visors are cool. You can't tell me different. So what we're going to do specifically today, I'm going to give you a rundown of how to use the Stockmaster app. Tons of feedback from my bulls out there. I appreciate it. I love it. I love you. That I tell them to download the app if they don't know how to use it or what to look for. I'm just going to show you what I do and what I use, but you can't just download it, look at it, and go out and understand it. You got to play with it to learn it. So be your own daddy a little bit, but also just learn this stuff and then you can explore it more. But if you don't open it, you're never going to, get the benefit of what it teaches you. So I'm on one, and I'm on one for teaching you guys, and we're gonna rock this thing out. And I hope everybody's out there at the beach, at the lake, at the casinos, whatever it is that you do. While you're doing that, I'm here working, and I will continue to do that so that you can spend a lot more of those days, particularly all of those days in retirement. That was good, right? Off the dome. Okay, the Stockmaster app is this green one. It's the green one right here. It is the only app that is under Stockmaster. I think, well, there may be another one, but it's Stockmaster something. This is just called the Stockmaster app, and it's the green one. When we open it, we get a couple things here. First of all, I highly suggest that you use an iPad. You can use your phone. Phone is great, and it's very detailed. It's insane how good this thing is. I know a lot of people have laptops or they don't like Apple or whatever. The main reason is that screenshots are so easy. And then I can go back to my screenshot. I can zoom in on what I'm looking at. And in less than a second, I just showed you exactly what the MACD and the calendars look like on Microsoft, right? That's just what happened to be up. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. You'll notice that everything I'll put up on my site is screenshots. Typically take about 300 screenshots a day. I have 9,000 on my phone. I need to go back and delete most of them, but they're important to me, and I'm kind of a pack rat. I think you should be too. It's helped me quite a lot as a trader. So what you start off with, let's get right to it. I want to keep this interesting, and I know this can be boring. On the left side here on my screen, I'm trying to get this to look as good as possible. Left side is going to show the indices here at the top, on the top left side of the screen. You got the indices, you got the advancing and declinings. So you can take a look, and this is on a sector basis, 48% buys and only 58% buys and only 41% sells. The next thing is trending stocks. These stocks are trending on social media, trending on these are not heavy volume stocks or necessarily what is being like a majority of orders like you can find on Fidelity.com. This is just what's trending. I don't even really care to look at that because that's, first of all, that's the dumb money. Second of all, I think it's really important to realize that just because of the way that indices work, every second of every day, all the bozos that are buying index funds are just constantly pumping more money into the top 5 stocks of each index. So when you see this, it'll almost always be Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft. There is Nvidia and SPCE, Virgin Galactic. So I really give a shit about that because that's just a dumb meme stock, right? And a lot of other things going on there. I use that to gauge the temperature of the market. Okay, next, earnings. So we got PayPal, KMX, JKS. I already give you the earnings. I already look at it for myself. I know what the earnings that I care about on the day are. And I trade around earnings a little bit, but if y'all have noticed, I actually don't like trading ahead of earnings. I think that if you can get it afterwards, especially in a beat and down tape, is when you're really at your best. So that's on there. That's where I get that from. There's headlines on here. So this one takes me to Investors Business Daily. But if I look over here kind of at the right side, I can click on the right side and I can look at, sorry, I hit earnings. I can look at all the news articles. It's a Friday. Nothing good happens on a Friday. I write off all trading on a Friday. The only thing I do on Fridays is typically buy because I've already sold out on Thursdays. I hope you guys did too. But this is an education video, not to brag about returns video. Okay, we'll look here since it's a Friday. Jobs report, Dow up, Jones up, Dow up, stock trade on gains, NASDAQ rises. All the news really does, especially in relation to the markets, is tell you what already happened. I tell you what does happen. You should only follow people that tell you what they think is going to happen, because in all truth, in fact, this news really doesn't mean anything to anybody, except for the casual investor which doesn't watch my channel. Okay, there's sample portfolios in here, These just came stock loaded. I've never used them, so I don't even know what the numbers are. That's erroneous. If you were to buy one of my portfolios, you could actually track it on here too. Didn't think about that until just now, but the brain's working quick today. Sherpa, baby. So then I've got an overview. This is the heat map of the market. Heat maps are where the money is. This doesn't have anything to do with my watch list, which is kind of cool. So, you know, actually this one, I'm sorry, I have it set up to where it does. It defaults not to your watch list. So just looking at my watch list, I can go LabVIEW is down 3, XBI is down, Mara's up, Mara's flat, Riot's up, Lulu's up, Riot is down huge, big surprise there, right? I will be buying that soon though, so I'm not out on it. It's just these guys are such kangaroo court that they don't really know what the hell they're doing running one of the most innovative companies and the most innovative niches in all of history. So we got to deal with the bozos, but let's let that be an opportunity for us. All right, that's I got the text there. Okay, so then we can look at futures. I don't trade futures. Well, I should say I don't trade on futures. I have traded futures in the past. That's a very, very overrated. It's kind of like pre-market and post-market numbers, after hours and pre-market. I don't let that affect me too much because it's just too often that people, they kind of have the preconceived notion or the self-fulfilling philosophy that comes along with the futures up, then my stock's gonna be up. A lot of times it ain't. So just, in my case, I don't use them. You can if you want to, they're all here. You can look at them on a heat map too, which is cool. So all my future traders, okay, let's get to it. Sectors, I'm gonna speed up here. Sectors are the next thing on the list. This is what I use all the time. This is one of the biggest secrets I have. This is one of the multi-million dollar secrets I'm giving away to you for free here. So they show up. I can see the sectors today. So we got 1% in information technology. So if you're in the Qs, or if you're in NASDAQ, or if you own, you know, Tesla is probably up, and that's why, because it's almost 20% of the NASDAQ, right? Consumer discretionary is next. Energy and financials are at the bottom, but they're barely moving because today doesn't matter because it's a Friday. So you can do this anytime you want. You can look at each of them. You can look at 6-month performance. You can look at 1-month performance. You can look at 1-week performance. You can look at 1-day performance. And then you can just buy the reds and sell the greens, and then you'll make money. How come your advisor didn't tell you that, huh? Okay. Next one, market map. Showed you guys how I use this. This is another one of the greatest tips out there. You can do it by volume. You can do it by market cap. Hey, Chase. I want to see the stocks that have the biggest gains or the biggest losses today. So those are called big movers, heavy movers. If I click on change, so today's change by market cap, Oracle 3%, IBM 4%. And just look at the reds. Penn National Gaming, right? That's Portnoy and the Barstool Boys. So you can just look at all of this. Okay, now to what everybody wants. What everybody wants to know is what I do when I'm looking at a chart. You're probably not advanced to be really following this stuff tight yet. Just follow my trades if you want to, but I don't think you can really do too great of an analysis if you don't know what to do when you look at a chart. But the simple and basics are, first of all, this one just happened to be up because I just clicked it. This is Penn Gaming. This is Penn Gaming, and this is a great thing about Stockmaster app. If I click right here, it says 1 day, right? If I click next to it, it says 5 days. If it says, I click next to it, it's 1 month. So these are candlesticks. Again, if you don't know candlesticks, you go read up on them. And then volume, which is great. And then even deeper than that, RSI, which to me is the most important thing to trade on. Now, the trick that I tell everybody, and I've been getting a lot of negativity about, is the